Shall we start?
Yes, madam. Start.
Yes, ma'am.
In learning, you will teach, and in teaching, you will learn.
Recording in
Learning
progress.
never exhausts the mind. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Revati, Assistant Professor and one of the coordinator of this FDP, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. MGR Educational and Research Institute. On behalf of our Department of Computer Science and Engineering, I welcome you all for the one-week virtual faculty development program on emerging research trends in computing technology. Let's start the session with Tamil Thai Valthu. I request the audience to rise for the prayer.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென நிகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை முதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செய்ய மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I now request Dr. S.Kavitha, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, to address the gathering.
Thank you, Revati. A pleasant good afternoon and a warm welcome to one and all present here. Today we have gathered here for the inauguration of one-week virtual faculty development program on emerging research trends in computing technology from 28 today to December 2nd onwards in the topic of emerging research trends in computing technologies. On behalf of the Department of CSE, I would like to welcome and thank our Honorable President, Engineer ACS Arun Kumar Sir, for his pillar of support. Always he is the person who is guiding us and motivating us something different which will be useful to the entire faculty community. I take pride in welcoming our Vice Chancellor, Dr. S.Kavitha Madam, who always motivates us. And my heartfelt welcome to our Additional Registrar, Dr. V. Cyrilraj Sir, who has been a guide and providing constant support in all our endeavors. Welcome you, sir. My sincere and heartfelt welcome to the chief guest of the day, Mrs. Sangeeta Jayaprakash, who is a senior database architect, Global Software Limited, Bangalore, India. The institution is grateful to you, ma'am, for having kindly accepted our invitation and for sparing your valuable time to honor us being our chief guest of the day. Once again, along with our faculty team, we welcome you for this 5 days inaugural session of 5 days faculty development program. I would like to welcome today's session speaker, Dr.S.Kavitha Madam from SSN Engineering College. Ma'am, thank you for accepting our invitation and being as a speaker of today's first session of this 5 days FDP program. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I extend my profound happiness in welcoming the executives, deans, heads of the department, university officials, faculty members, and the students who are participants, the faculty members from the different institutes, university, colleges who have assembled here and are waiting for this 5 days knowledge sharing session. Any successful event is measured by the strength of enthusiastic participants. Really, I would like to just have some tips, something about this work. So far, we have received 1,500 participation, and we are waiting for others to join with us. My grateful welcome to all the participants from different parts of India who have gathered here. I am sure this 5 days FDP will be learning experience and a memorable session for everyone among us. Once again, along with my faculty team, I welcome you all for this 5 days FDP program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Sonia, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, and one of the coordinator of this FDP to brief about the FDP.
Thank you, Revati ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Sonia Priyadarshini, Associate Professor, one of the FDP coordinator of Department CSE, Dr. MGR University. On the behalf of the Department of CSE, I welcome every one of you on emerging research trends in computing technologies. The objective of the FDP is to enhance the academic and intellectual environment in the institutions by providing faculty members with enough opportunities to pursue research and to attend all the FDPs. The contribution of engineering is behind many innovations and improvements that have helped shape modern society from transportation, infrastructure, to robotics and latest smart technology. So, we as academic person, it is our predominant duty to update ourselves with the recent trends in the market. So, with this in mind, our beloved HOD, Dr. Kavitha ma'am, with the guidance of the management people, decided to conduct this FDP.
Thank you, ma'am.
Our conveners, Dr. Victor ma'am and Praveen sir, are decided me and Revati ma'am as the FDP coordinators, and we are very happy and proud to say that 1,538 participants from various institutes and the universities have registered for this FDP. Also, we are receiving few registration from Volta University, Ethiopia also. We are having highest number of participants are registered from various colleges, especially Veltech, Satyabama, Velammal, and Maruflu College. We have our respected speakers from different points. First day, Dr.S.Kavitha, Associate Professor from SSN College, will share her knowledge in the topic recent trends in AI and ML. Second day, Dr. P. Visu, he will share his knowledge in the topic position yourself for the success of your graduates. So third day, Dr. Ando Aurike Rosen is going to share her knowledge, and fourth day, Dr. G. Rosen Nesakumari, Professor from Bharat Institute, is going to share her knowledge. Fifth day, Mr. Sudarshan, from retired senior leader from storage domain, will handle the session on customer-based storage evolution, understanding the why. So thank you for all the participants for registering, and I wish you all to have a wonderful experience.
Thank you, Sonia ma'am. Now I kindly request our mentor and additional registrar academics of our university to deliver the special address. Please, sir.
Hello, dear faculty friends. After a gap of 6 months, again we are meeting online. We have to thank our management as well as the Department of Computer Science, especially the head of the department, Dr. Geeta, for providing such a wonderful opportunity for all of us to progress in our career. Dear friends, you know that our country do a lot of publications. You see the number of papers published in a year. Next to China, I mean, we are there, but the same statistics says that how many patents and then how many products were generated through this research these are really very minimal. That too, again, if you see those data, I think all these international data, publication data are available there in the public domain. After end of this program, you can also go through it. Only 6% of the research are really leading to these IPR and then the product developments. But wherein in developed countries, it is the major income for those countries comes only from the research. So the research is taken as one of the very important profession in those countries. So people, professionals like us, they used to willingly go take up the research as their particular career, but it is not like that. All of us, we know this particular flight of us Again, if you, take me, say for example, I'm taking, sincerely taking a lot of classes and other things. But if I see how far I'm, comfortable with porting all my research or all my teaching activities over to the cloud platform, very minimal numbers will say that I can really take up the same activities which right now I am doing on my personal systems on to over to the cloud, something like that. So then the same thing is applicable in all the domains also. See, right now datafication is one of the very important domain. Everywhere people talks about all these things, and then the industry 5, the 4.0 really bring a lot of opportunity for especially the computer science graduate. The researchers like us. So how to interface the machine and then the experience onto the design table, all these things. And then if you see again the deep learning problems. So how these the drones and then the robots which are going to dominate in the coming future are going to talk to each other and then learn how to re-strategize themselves. Like that, there are a lot of scope also. Then again, we see that IoT. So it is also providing a lot of opportunity, especially the IoT with the edge computing. Okay, will really be a trendsetter in the coming days. So there are a humpty number of opportunities available there, but rather we are aligning towards only the number of publications. So without really taking care of that particular environment implementations, and then taking out the real data and then converting them into novel ideas here, which are the need of these hours. Already all of you agree that our country is the knowledge capital of the entire world also. So if we really start working sincerely on these activities, probably there will be a lot of developments for us. I don't want to take much of your time. Again, let me thank the staff members of CSE and then department for arranging such a wonderful program, wonderful topic for all of our development. So I hope at least 20% of the faculty members who are participating in this will submit a pattern in the next year. I wish all the faculty members success.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I express my sincere gratitude to introducing the chief guest for this inaugural session, Mrs. Sangeeta Jayaprakash. She is working as a senior database architect from Robert Bosch Engineering and Business Solutions. Ma'am is having nearly 17 years of experience in various domains. She worked as a software engineer from 2005 to 2011, and she involved in database and Java development activities. She also involved in various mentoring the team and interaction with the customers and performing the various project management activities. She has promoted as a technical project management from 2011 to 2013, and from 2014 onwards, she is working as a senior database architect by involving various buildings, CDW database, and Scrum methodology. It's a great honor for us to have as a chief guest, ma'am. On behalf of our department, I wholeheartedly welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah.
I kindly request Mrs. Sangeeta Jayaprakash, ma'am, to deliver the inaugural address. Please, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. First of all, good afternoon to all of you. I'm really honored to be as part of your FDP program. It's really a pleasure for me. It's an honor for me. Thank you, Geeta. As you know, me and Geeta were classmates during our college days.
and she remembered me, and she just called me yesterday last evening just to check if I could give a inaugural address. Thanks for considering that, Geeta. I'm really honored here. Yeah, and as you all know, without teachers, the country cannot have a good education. You are the backbone of a country, as already said by our leaders. Yeah, that's true. Be it even a school or a college, everything depends on how you track the people, the teachers. It is in the hands of the teachers who groom the students, the future youth, the future engineers of the country, right? So everything is in your hands, right? So now coming back to me, I am, as Madam already said, Revati Madam already said, I'm working for Robert Bosch. I have around 18 years of experience. Currently, I'm working in the database topics, working on Oracle 19C. It's a dataware project. Yeah. So coming to teachers, what the industry expects from the students who are coming out of the college, that is college to corporate. There is a life called college to corporate, right? There are a lot of things. For example, when you do a programming, in college, you tell that write a program to write 1, 2, 3 or addition of 2 numbers or the Fibonacci series or something like that, you give a program. But in the industry, that is not the only thing which we expect. When we give a requirement to a child or to a fresher who comes to college, what we expect is first understand the requirement, understand what has to be done, what is the input, what is the output, who needs it, what has to be done, who is going to use that. So given a requirement, they should know the complete cycle of that requirement. It is not just the coding thing that they have to know. Okay, they should understand the requirement, who is going to use that requirement. Once they do that, there could be different ways of doing it. So they should sit and think or talk to each other, talk to the team, talk to their team managers, and see what are the available alternatives and come out with the best alternative, the best proposal they should do. So this becomes part of the design. So after you talk, you come up with a design. So after that comes the coding part. So coding comes in 3rd or 4th stage, the implementation part. So you should mold the students such way that once they get a requirement, they should not only think that this is what they have to do. They should think from the entire cycle, yeah, from end to end, from the beginning to the end. That is why all companies, all the big giants, the software giants, they only give us work as service-based. That is why we are called service-based. They have all the requirements. They just give us the requirement, we code it, we give it back. That is not the way we have to do. We have to prove ourselves as product-based. We should be the owners of the products. We should groom our students to be the product owners, just not the software coders. Yeah, that anybody can do. So to make our country developed, for us to develop, for our nation to develop, we should approach the product-based method, where we should take the ownership from the start to the end. Be it tomorrow, it will help them in their startup. If, for example, if they're going to do start a new venture for a new startup, that is how they should think. The thinking should be from that point of view. So a broader thinking is required. So once you do the implementation, by then your task is not complete. You should do the testing. So how should your test cycle be? What all should be tested? What is regression testing? What is unit testing? What is integration testing? All that you have to groom the student in such a way that, yeah, once that is done, then before it goes to the production environment, what all has to be done? So the faculty should make the student think from that perspective. That is what we are expecting. Yeah. So, and one more thing is that, for example, if Java, now there are a lot of tools that is available in the market. For example, Swing or any UI tool, Swing or Angular JS or whatever it is. But that there are many tools. These are nowadays it is just drag and drop. But that is not what is required. The student should know the core principle of the Java concept. For example, he should know the code. Only if he understands the code, he will be able to extra manipulate that and use it in the project. Yeah, be it Java, be it database, whatever it is. The core thing has to be utilized. Knowing the tools is an added advantage, but he should know the core stuff. Yeah, that is very important. When you're preparing for the entrance exams, right? In the upcoming you have all the exams before to appear for the company. So what we check there is mainly the analytical problem solving skills. So that analytical thinking is very much required for the student. That is what the industry expects. So how you teachers groom them, make them more analytical thinking. That is only by you giving more hands-on or worksheets or something like that. But even before that, what I would suggest is you can form a group of people. You visit some companies once in a while. It may not be only the, don't say it as software, non-software. You should think from product-based and service-based. So what is that expected in a product-based company? What are they doing in a service-based company? How do we groom the people accordingly? That is what we have to think from the faculty point of view. That would be a very good advantage for you also to groom up. Yeah. Now coming to my point of work, or if you want to, any questions here? Just let me know if you have any questions or any clarifications or anything like that here. Am I audible? Am I clear? Are you able to follow me?
Yes, ma'am. It's audible only. It's clear.
Okay, right.
You can proceed.
Okay, just raise your hand or stop me if you have any questions. I'm always open to clear your questions. Yeah. Now coming to my domain of work, I work on the Oracle. I told you. So as our registrars told us, most of the things are moving towards the cloud. So we should know why we are moving everything towards the cloud. What is the benefit of moving to the cloud? Because we are, even though we are a big company, Bosch is a big company, now maintaining big servers is a burden for us. We have lots and lots of projects, lots and lots of data, lots and lots of security issues. All that is there. So what we do, we hire some cloud system. We have our own cloud, or we hire some cloud system. We know the clouds, right? Whether it is AWS or Azure or Google Cloud. But I think reasonable would be Azure Cloud. So for you, Azure might give you this, for education institute, they will have a separate cloud for you. You can use that and train the people there, because the future is towards the cloud. Nobody will have on-premises servers. Everything will be on the cloud. So it is important for the faculty first to understand what is cloud, how is the architecture there, yeah, what is the benefit of using it, how is the architecture built. Try to do a sample project and make the students involved in that, let them understand the concept of cloud. Because for me also in 19C, I started with 11G. We migrated to 12C, now we are working on 19C. Yeah, so 19C is, even though it is cloud, we are still on-premises server only. Very soon we will be migrating to cloud. But these are the advantages. Yeah, then how do you use data as a service? How do you use infrastructure as a service? What is a virtual machine? So first, when the faculty gets a hands-on, not only experience, not only the theoretical knowledge, you should have some hands-on experience. For that, try to create a small project within the college itself, and you can give that to the students and let them develop a project. So they will have a understanding about it. Yeah, it's just not theory that will help. The theory, what we study in college, is completely different from how we handle things in the real time projects. That is very important. Also, sir said about IoT. Totally agree. Nowadays, everything is IoT. Whatever you do, it's on IoT. Now, for example, I know all the students definitely will have WhatsApp. Yeah. Do they know how does the WhatsApp work? You ask them such questions. To just give you a background, I started my career as a faculty in SSN Engineering College, Hosur. Yeah, I live in Hosur. So I started my career here for less than a year. I was a faculty there. So what I used to do is, it's a 50 minutes class. Every class used to be 50 minutes. So 40 minutes, it will be like, I'll take class, I ask questions, all that, the normal classes. The last 10 minutes, I always reserve for talking about the technical world. What is there, the current, what is new in the technical world today. So bring up such practices, make children prepare and come for that. Let them talk. No presentations, nothing required. Let it be on the spot. Let them have some topics and let them talk there. Let them know what are the new technologies, what are the new tools available in the market now, what are the new technologies, what is the use of that. Just make it a habit. If not everyday class, at least weekly once you can bring up this activity or this practice, so that it will be very helpful for them also. And so that teachers can guide like that, so that the students are aware of that. Yeah. That is one point. And another thing which I would like to cover is, this is on the technical part. There are lots and lots of tools, but I don't have much time to cover that. So I'll tell you the next point is regarding this life cycle of a project. Regarding the life cycle, I think you will teach them in the computer science subject, but I don't know what your theory covers. We have the waterfall method and other methods. But in today's world, we mainly follow the Scrum method. Yeah, just give them an awareness of what is the Scrum method, the Agile method. Yeah, in Agile you have different types of Agile. To achieve Agile, you have different methods. You have the Kanban board, you have the Agile board. So get hands-on one of them. Teach them what is a project life cycle. Let them understand that before they come. So these all will be an added advantage. Okay, and also communication is the key thing. Wherever you go, communication is a must, and that too, English is a must when you are in the IT field, because you have to write mails in English, you have to talk to your customers in English. English is considered as the national or international language. English is very much important. Yeah? So that has to be grammatically correct. They should be confident above all this. Bring the confidence in this world. Yeah, it's a very competitive world. As I told you, I am classmate of Sangeeta. I am the classmate of Geeta in college days. We studied in PNCT Periyar Maniamai College. They gave us lot of strength, not only physical. They gave us a mental strength. They told us how to come up, how to be bold. So teach your children how to be bold, how to face the world. Be bold, whether it's a girl or a boy. Tell them how to be bold, face the world. Yeah. The next part, as I told you, the next part is also, I'm very fast, I think, more on data science. Maybe if you're very interested, can I extend for 5 more minutes? Is that okay, or you have other
no, ma'am. You can proceed, ma'am.
Okay,
you can proceed, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, since I'm coming from the database, I would like to just tell you about the data science also. So as sir already told, Register sir, there are a lot of things coming up because of your robotics. Before that, there are a lot of scope for this data science, right? You can train your children on that also, your students on that also, because what is expected in this world is we take the data from a huge source, we analyze the data, then you come up with something called data mining, where you understand the data, you come up with different prediction analysis, or you create a data model for that, and then you show them in the reports. This is the whole cycle of data science. That is a huge topic by itself, but that is got one of a very good scope in the coming world. So you can check with your children, your students, and train them accordingly. That as I told you, teachers have to be facilitated before that. They should understand how that world works, and then you can go accordingly. So these are the different type of topics I would like to touch upon. Since I don't have any PPT or anything prepared, I'm just talking what I thought I would like to convey to you. So I would say allow them to talk in the class. Allow the children to try to get the feedback from the students. On the technical background, what they need, what is in the technology. Always be on that trend. Be fast, because we are in a very, very, very competitive world. There are thousands and lakhs of students passing out every year. I know the amount of pressure that is put on everyone to enter into a new company or a big company. So they should always be well equipped with all the not all the tools, with the trending tools, with the trending technologies that is there in this IT world, I would say. Since I'm coming from the IT background. So that is very important for a Any other questions you have? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, clear. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring speech.
No, with this, I would wish you all the faculties very good success in bringing out very intellectual students to our world, so that we as industrialists can grab them, give them good opportunities, and they can always be a proud Indian to do the service for our nation.
Sure.
Bring good names to us.
Sure, ma'am. We will do our best.
And also, I'm always
so
open
for your
if you need any help from my side for your college, whether it be any programs or you want any other information, please feel free to contact me. Geeta has your HOD has my contact details, or you also might have my contact details. You're always welcome. And thank you all, and all of you have a very nice day.
Thank you, Sangeeta madam, for accepting us. our invitation and just you have given a very good information about how to fill the gap between the industry and academia.
Yeah,
As always, we are working for it. So thank you for really we are delighted to listen your words.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, thank you. So I will leave because I have other calls. If you have any questions, you can post now. Do you have anything?
No, if it is there, I'll just
Sure,
just
yeah,
make
sure. Yeah, thank you all. Then I would just take off. Yeah, take a break. Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye. So it's time to hand over the session to our session instructor, Dr. V. Ramesh Babu, sir. Sir, please.
Good afternoon to everyone. I feel honored in introducing the resource person, Dr.S.Kavitha, Associate Professor from SSN College of Engineering and Technology, of this virtual FDP emerging research trends in computing technologies. Dr. S. Kavitha, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering, has 21 years of experience in teaching as well as research. She received her PhD in Computer Science from Anna University in the year 2016 and MA Computer Science from Anna University in the year 2006 with first class and distinction, and BA Computer Science from Madras University with first class in the year 1997. In her research, she worked on classification and understanding of multi-modality brain images using machine learning techniques. She guided projects in various domains, includes bioinformatics, data mining, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and image analysis in digital and medical images for UG and PG students. She successfully completed 6 projects along with students of higher classes and currently doing two more projects with first-year students, which are funded by SSN institutions. At present, 2 research scholars are working in image analysis domain under her guidance for PhD. She has organized a faculty development program on theory of computation in the year 2007 and national level workshop on future directions in image processing and analysis in the year 2009. And the AICTE sponsored staff development program on recent trends in machine learning and pattern recognition in the year 2012. And AICTE sponsored national seminar on convergence of IoT, big data analytics, and cloud computing for smart governance in the year 2017. She also coordinated and organized the IEEE International Conference on Computational Intelligence in Data Science in the year 2019. And she has attended many workshops, seminars, and quality improvement programs. She has authored several books, including Theory of Computation, Design and Analysis of Algorithms, Data Structures, and Artificial Intelligence. She has taken classes for the trainees at IGCAR on Artificial Intelligence during the period April 2008 to May 2009. She has given a guest lecture on Theory of Computation at SSN College of Engineering and Technology and a talk on faculty development programs for Design and Analysis of Algorithms, Artificial Intelligence, and Advanced Machine Learning using data science at SSN College of Engineering, St. Joseph College of Engineering, and the SC Engineering College. Also, she handled sessions on medical image classification techniques in the national level workshops conducted at SSN College of Engineering. She has received Best Teacher Award from SSN College of Engineering for the period 2006 to 2007 and 2008 to 2009 and 2010 to 2011 and 2011 to 2012. In addition, she received a Massively Empowered Classroom MEC Faculty Champion Award in the year 2014 for Design and Analysis of Algorithms, initiated by Microsoft Research. He is a life member of CSA and IST. She has applied a patent titled Multi-Modality Medical Image Fusion with Optimal Parameter Estimation and Disease Diagnosis with Yagarajan KK, and the current status is awaiting for examination. And she has published about 40 research publications in international journals and in proceedings of international conferences. On behalf of our department, I welcome you, ma'am.
So thank you, sir. Such a long introduction. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I just want to know 2 informations. Whether UG and PG students are there or only faculties and research scholars?
Only
Faculties are research scholars, ma'am.
No UG and PG students.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Then I think I can just give you research directions on the AI and how they can proceed with that current research work. What is latest available in the AI scope is concerned. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Shall I share the screen? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Is it visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good afternoon to all. Myself, Kavitha, as far as introduced me. My today's interest is to give just a intro on how we can proceed a research in AI and ML is concerned. Okay, as ma'am confirmed, only the faculties and research scholars are available. I just want to make sure of giving a hint on how the research has been evolved in AI is concerned, and we'll directly move on to the current research scope. And my scholar is also joined along with me. She will give one small demos how to proceed with the current research scopes. That is the idea we just want to do. As everyone is aware of it, okay, from the AI only, machine learning and deep learning is developed, and deep learning is again a part of machine learning only. Okay, that is a scenario we'll be adapting now. Okay, so AI is the core domain. From that only the different subdomains have been elaborated. To make sure of elaborating in a little bit way, I just added the next slide. Okay, so from this only all these domains have developed: machine learning, neural networks, robotics, expert system, fuzzy logic, NLP. So all this has been evolved from core artificial intelligence only. So AI is the important part when concerning with the remaining all subdomains. So these are the different applications where you can apply the subdomains of AI as well as AI itself. Okay. So from here, I just want to make sure of starting my explanation part. Okay, how AI was developed actually. Okay, AI developed from rule-based system. Initially, they started with if the something condition is true, then getting some conclusion. They started the AI as a kind of rule-based system only. Then later, it has been proceeded to machine learning based system. In machine learning based system, we are just going to create some models based on the learning algorithms. So using that model, we can able to test for the new sample. Again, it has been developed with deep learning models. Deep learning models is the core part of deep neural networks, where we'll be going to have the concept of machine learning along with a deep neural network structure. But remember, deep neural network will be using the existing tools. Still, it's a kind of black box only. And currently, AI is developing in another way of open AI and explainable AI. So we are just going to concentrate only these two topics for today's section is concerned, because I hope it will be useful for the faculties to take over the research studies as well as for the scholars also to make sure of working on the current domain of AI is concerned. So rule-based system, as I told you, if condition some, then some execution should be there. ML-based will be applying a learning algorithm. So DL-based is just extension of ML-based only. So next we'll be concentrating on open AI and explainable AI. So same thing only, I just expanded here. So as a diagrammatic view, we can able to see here. So handcrafted or knowledge base, we are just transforming the operational input data into operational output data with the help of the human resource person. So you'll be doing a traditional software here. So this is the one initially developed as the first one as a kind of rule-based system. So later it has been developed as a kind of machine learning. So you can see here, so you'll be developing a model. So the model has been used here as a software to work on the input towards the corresponding output. This is the second stage. Now we are moving on to the third stage. So the second stage itself is possible only through various machine learning algorithms. So hope everyone is aware of that three different waves of AI. So one wave is handcrafted knowledge. So second wave is machine learning. So and deep learning is a part of this only. So in machine learning, so the model has been created based on different kind of learning algorithms: supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised, reinforcement, evolutionary learning. So like this, we'll be having different kind of learning algorithms in machine learning. And all these learning algorithms is useful to apply the ML techniques. That is a core bed of it. So deep learning is the one that is a subdomain of ML only. It is not a core part of AI or core part of ML. It is a subdomain of machine learning. So it is just occupying the layer bed over here. Okay. So this is the three waves of AI. So you'll be going to make a description, that is handcrafted knowledge, and categorizing. So that is a machine learning model using statistical learning. And we are now in the third part of explainable learning. So that is the contextual adaptation. So all the cases, we need some capabilities to analyze it. So that is the one which has been given here: perceiving, learning, abstracting, and reasoning. So perception, what you are viewing and observing; learning, what you are making to learn; abstract, how you are going to convey it; reasoning, how you are going to explain it. So we can see here in the third wave is concerned. So we'll be having perceiving, learning, and reasoning are in the same level. Okay, abstract level is reduced to here. Okay, so for reasoning, we'll be going for explainable AI. So I just given a scenario how the current machine learning algorithm is working and what is expected to work on the future cases. So current machine learning algorithm, which works as, you'll be having a training data, and we are doing a machine learning process, and we'll be getting some learned function. The learned function is the one which is equivalent to model. Okay, so at the end, so for the any kind of new input, we'll be getting some output, but the end user, so he is not sure how the output has been arrived. That's what he'll be given in the diagrammatic representation. Why did you do this, and why you got this output, when you got this output, where you got this output, how you got this output. So the end user is just having a confusion how the corresponding output has been predicted or outcome has been derived. So I think that's what the ma'am also told previous person from Bosco. Sure, they have to make sure of understanding how the pattern has been transformed into corresponding predicted outcome. So what is the internal process that carried out during the time of execution of the corresponding output? Okay, that we are not doing now, since many of the functions and components are available in the latest technology. So we'll be just going to make sure of using all the components and tools. We are making a coding, and we are just going to get your output. We are not analyzing the core part of execution of how the input has been transformed into the corresponding predicted outcome. What internally happens over there? Okay, that part is lagging. So that the end user is just thinking of why the output has been derived, how it has been derived. To overcome that, so we'll be having a new AI tool that is called as explainable AI. Okay, that is called as explainable AI. So we can see here, so we'll be having a training data, and we have a new machine learning process. Okay, then we'll be having explainable model, explanation interface. So what is the advantage of this explainable AI? Okay, how it has been developed? Okay, so the explainable AI is going to give away the answer for predicted outcome. To simply say, for example, when you'll be going to the doctor is asking to make sure of getting some test, some blood test is asking to take over you, or some urinary test or some x-rays like that. Okay, after getting the report, again you'll be going to visit the doctor. So the doctor is just checking the report and is concluding that, so you'll be having this particular symptoms. So you'll be having this kind of fever. So you have to take medicines for 5 days. So how the doctor is validating it? So on seeing the outcome of the result, so he'll be checking every parameter of the result, and he'll concluding that, so this particular value is high. So there is a possibility of getting this fever. So this particular image is having a syndrome here. So that is a possibility of getting tumor in the future cases. So like this, the doctor is making some kind of analysis on the report, and he is giving a suggestion. Similarly, here also, on the predicted outcome, you are just going to make a kind of analysis how the outcome has arrived. So what is the thing which is influencing to derive this outcome? So we can able to get the answer for what and why and how questions. So simply say WH questions. Okay, so the task of explainable AI is, so it has to give the explanation on the predicted outcome like a human being, how the particular predicted outcome has achieved or arrived. What is the features that is going to contribute in getting the outcome? Okay, it will not work as a black box like machine learning functions or like a deep learning models. So it is just going to make sure of getting a better outcome. Okay, so we'll see that part now, okay, along with your sample demo. So this is the one I told you. So WH questions I just listed. Okay, you can just go through by yourself. It's just a theory part only. So what are the different kind of WH questions can be answered by explainable AI, and what is the objective of it? So this I just consulted as a canonical AI architecture. It's just took it from this corresponding paper. I just given the link of the paper also at the down of the slide. So this will have a core idea of your artificial intelligence. So what is the robust AI? So it just conveys how the AI started and what is the current scenario which is available in AI. So there you can see the first one is now explainable AI. Okay, so to access that explainable AI, what are the other robust AIs we'll be going to concentrate on? Obviously, security is concerned over there, and you have to follow some ethical reasoning. We should not use the data as it is. We need some kind of ethical reasoning. And any data, we have to verify it and validate it. That is the core part of data science. So we have to verify and validate the data. And other way, metrics. So any model or anything you will be developing, you have to validate it. So simply say the student itself is, after learning, is taking some test. So that is a kind of metric to evaluate how the student has learned the particular subject. So similarly, any model or anything will be developing. So you need some kind of metrics to assess it. And obviously, we need a kind of verification and validation for the data side part is concerned. And security is, ethically it should be followed, and security is inbuilt over there. Okay, and the processing speed is concerned. Okay, previously we have a very low processing speed. Now the processing speed is increased, and we'll be having a tensor processing unit and a graph processing unit, and we'll be having a course of actions that are normal CPUs with multiple cores. That itself is now developing to neuromorphic and custom built and quantum computing. Okay, another important domain is quantum computing. Okay, it is also developed as a part of AI towards the speed and stability is concerned. They'll be combining with quantum computing. So all this is the conveying the modern computing speed over here. And one way, as I told you, so how the data has to be acquired. The data can be taken from the sensor, or it can be from different sources. Okay, every source, news media, Facebook, Twitter, everything can turn as a data source here. So when you'll be collecting from here, you'll be having unstructured data, and we are getting from sensors, we'll be having a structured data. And unstructured data itself is one of the core research domain. Okay, converting the data into the required format or required database format. That itself is one other core research. You can work on this, transforming the data, unstructured data into the required format. And streaming data. Okay, every second we'll be getting lot of data generated in the real time is concerned. Streaming data to be converted into required format. So in this particular part, we'll be having a analysis which is required to data science domain, and each data can be converted into the required format. Okay, that itself is one of the core research area. So there it is given us data management, data curation, data labeling. So this itself is having a lot of scope to work on it. As I told you, once you got the data in a correct, prepared way, so you can apply the machine learning algorithms. Okay, after machine learning algorithms, we are getting a output, which is a kind of black box output. To overcome that, we need a human-machine interaction. So that is currently developing. So from this, we'll be getting your output. So these are the possible applications which runs on these cases. Okay, one of the very good application where we'll be applying explainable AI in most of the cases, autonomous driving vehicles. Okay, they're trying to apply your explainable AI. So this is a canonical AI architecture. So we'll be having end-to-end application and the systems. Okay, this I told what is the complexity of data is concerned. Okay, so first one which conveys the different kind of data, and second one when I'm going to make converting the syntactic into the corresponding codes. So that one male means one, female means zero, like that I'll be doing a encoding process, because many of the times the model requires only the numerical values, not the text characters. So I'll be doing a kind of encoding part here. Okay, so when I'm doing the encoding part, I should make sure of testing the morphological correctness also. For example, blood pressure, I'm giving the value as 500 now. So you have to check it out. Is it possible to get the blood pressure value as 500? No, it is not possible. So you have to make sure the morphological correctness should be there in the data. So every value should have a correct range. The input or one which has been collected to the sensors should fall into the value. Suppose you'll be having some value higher than that, then the sensor is not working or the data is not stored properly. So make sure when doing the data collection, the data itself is having so much complexity in transforming the syntactic correctness, morphological correctness, obviously semantic correctness. Okay, taking the same blood pressure, okay, the blood pressure range may vary between the child to adult, or between vary to the one will be having a by pressure diabetics and all. So you have to make sure of doing the semantic correctness also. Okay, semantic correctness means depends on the particular kind of the human being, type of the human being, type of the disease. So all this measure should be concerned with the complexity of data. And this I just listed what are the possible questions that developers or program managers can raise on the perspective of data. So when you're doing a kind of data preparation, so make sure of answering all the questions. Okay, so due to the time part is concerned, I'm just skipping this, but it is just typed in a very easy way only. You can just go through it. And second part is, as I told you, the canonical architecture, very important thing is applying the learning algorithms. I just given the classification of learning algorithms. So you have to choose the type of the learning algorithm depends on the application is concerned. I just listed what is the learning algorithm and what is the broad classification of learning algorithms. So obviously we need the knowledge of learning algorithm to select a appropriate learning algorithm for the particular application. So make sure of application, type of the data, then select the learning algorithm, then get your output. So now you are making an assumption. You have the output with you. Okay. So these are the tools we'll be working on. ML and DL and XI is concerned. Okay. These are the different libraries. Python, Anaconda will support all the Python libraries together as one package. Otherwise, you can install it separately. NumPy, scikit-learn, TensorFlow, Keras, PyTorch, Caffe. Okay, all these are different kind of Python libraries. I directly come to the part of scope for research in AI and ML. Okay, so these are the topics we just want to introduce today. Open AI, explainable AI, federated learning, transfer learning, again, generative adversarial networks for medical images, and deep neural network architectures, how to validate and choose it for a specific application. Because when you'll be writing some kind of architecture, we normally used to get a query how the architecture has been decided or how you selected the number of layers or parameters in the DNN architecture is concerned. We just want to make sure of how to select the DNN architecture for a specific application. Okay, so this is the scope we'll be having in current topic is concerned. Okay, so OpenAI, we start with OpenAI. So actually, it is initially started as a non-profit organization by the California, obviously by Elon Musk and Sam Altman in 2015. Okay, but it doesn't make some popularity due to many reasons. Currently, Sam Altman is the CEO of that organization, and 120 employees are working in OpenAI. Okay, what is the mission of OpenAI? Okay, they just want to make sure that artificial general intelligence benefit to all humanity, which means that whatever may be the domain of the person, whether it's a mechanical person or a EEE person or ECE person, what may be the domain or what may be the kind of the application. So you have to make sure okay, it should be benefited for the human community. So that is the focus of OpenAI. And initially they started it as a open source only, but now they will be slowly moving on to the commercial side. Okay, so if you are going to create a login in OpenAI now, it is valid for 3 months only. So after that, you have to make sure of paying some minimum amount for that. Okay, these are the products which has been developed as a part of OpenAI. Okay, so you can use this product directly to do some kind of applications. Okay, so one of the product is DALI. So this is used to do the image generation from caption. It automatically does the image generation part. And suppose I want to do a kind of another variant now that you can do it with the same product. And you'll be going to get a question answering for any kind of questions you can able to get your answer. It is possible to get a grammar correction and you can able to get a code generation. So that's what I told you. So you can able to apply a artificial intelligence generation to any common people also, because for everyone it is not possible to write their code by themselves. Okay, they may be stuck up with some middle or they don't know how to start the coding part. So they can use this codex to start their preliminary work and later they can develop it. So one focus we want to make it up is OpenAI. So I just list the OpenAI advantages and my scholar will continue with the demo. Then we'll go for the next topic. So we'll be having, the first point is there is no much programming knowledge which is required and it addresses the AI in a better way. And it comes to some extent, it solves the image generation part to some extent. And it is for FFS Solvanga. So fast, flexible and scalable. It supports multilingual text completion. It's not specific to English language. It works for all languages. That is the advantage over here. And remaining part I told you already. So it can do the grammar correction and question answering application and code generation. So we'll be having a demo on all this for 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, this is the focus of demo. So we'll be going to give some caption. Okay, for that caption, the output will be generated. Again, the input itself is an image. So another variant of the same image will be developed. Another one, so we'll be going to give a question. So beer, cub, okay, chicken, chick. So we'll be just going to have the, what is the output of cow? So cow is a calf. So the little ones, so it automatically recognize this particular question answering conveys the little ones of the one. Okay, so beer, cup, the cup is the little one of it. Chicken, the little one is the chick. For cow, the little one is the calf. It automatically recognize and gives the answer. And second one, it is doing a grammar correction. And this is sentiment analysis. Okay, it is giving what kind of sentiments a particular sentence conveys. So everything it gives you automatically. That is the advantage of OpenAI. Okay, yeah, we have a drawback also. Okay, as I told you, we need a login credential, but the login credential is having a limitation for 3 months only. After that, we'll be having some payment, I think so. But we are not crossing the 3 months, so we'll be still using it. And the image format is concerned, it works for a PNG format only. It is not supporting the other kind of formats. And the size is less than 10 MB is only valid. So all these are drawbacks here. Okay. But again, as I told you, it is a black box. How it works at the background, we are not sure. Even though we just want to convey it, those who are just struggling to start with the work in the image part is concerned or natural language part is concerned. So they can use this tool to start their work and later they can develop with this coding. Okay, yeah, I just stop my screen and my scholar will share her screen to give the demo, then we'll proceed with that. If you have any queries, you can just put it in the chat box. We can able to see. Parallelly, I can explain that while she is running the code. Now stop and tender. Control enter.
Okay.
OpenAI போங்க.
OpenAI அடுத்த screen. Screen. Control enter. இது மினிமைஸ் ஆக மாட்டேங்குதுமா.
இங்க பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே.
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. To work with OpenAI, first we have to install the OpenAI API. So first pip install OpenAI. The OpenAI has a lot of products, as ma'am told, DAL-E, GPT-3, OpenAI Gym. Within this, it has we gonna use this product. now the pip install open API has installed. First, we going to generate the image based on the given caption. In here you can see that the first one is the URL live.request. We import this package because when we given an statement, when we given a caption, the image will be generated in an URL. By using the URL live request.retrieval, we retrieve the content from the particular URL and store it into an image file. So we imported this file, this package. Then the import open API. We previously installed open API, so we can directly use that. Now open API.API key. This is my secret key. It will be different for different user. To work with the open API, as open API is an open source, the open API wants to track who are all using their product, so they give a secret key for every user. So if the user wants to use the product, they have to log in an open API. They will give one key. By using that key only, we can work with the open API. Then the response equal to open API image create. By using this, we can create an image. Inside this, you give a caption like cat and dog with a paw. Then n is equal to 1, size is equal to 1024 into 1024. So the image size will be of 1024, 1024. And this in the image URL is saved. The response of data contains an image URL. So image URL, the image underscore URL contains the URL information. This URL information is saved into the particular image. You can see that the content, the generator image. This is the generator image. Wait a minute. Now you're able to see that the image, the cat and dog image with the paw is generated. This is an animated image. The particular image URL is also displayed here. If you copy this URL, it will give a particular image in the website. Then now the image is created. The variant of image can also be created. This generation of image from the caption reduces the data insufficiency problem. Generating a caption for an image is an easy task, but generating an image from the image or generating the image based on the caption is a difficult task. But OpenAI provides a solution to that part. Here you can see as previous, we imported the 3 packages. Then this is our secret key. The response is then we created an image. We going to create a variant of image. For this, we given an image like the previously generated image, a content generated image.png. Then the generated the output image need to be of size 1024, 1024. That particular image will be saved in this URL. This URL information is saved into the variant1.png. This variant1.png. If you run this is a variant of image. If you run the same thing again, some other image will be generated. Let it run. See, for each run, the different image will be generated. The first one is an animated image. From the animated image, the generated image is also an animated image. Now we generated the image based on the caption, and we generated then variant of image. The second one is a question answering. In the question answering, first as before, we imported the required packages and the secret key. Here we completed. Here we use openai.complete.create, and by importing this, it will create an answer for the question. Here we used the model Dell Davinci 002. This model is used because it has 175 million parameters. Other model is also available in the market like Base GPT-3, Babbage, ADA, etc. Here, for example, if you given a question like beer, comma, hub, semicolon, chicken, comma, chick, semicolon, cow, then the system will understand that first one is an parent, the second one is an child. Likewise, if I give an parent alone, then the system is capable to find out the required answer. By running this, you can see that the required output is cough. If I change the question, like what is the number in the sequence, then it will say that that's 7, because the difference between 1 and 3 is 2, 3 and 5 is 2, then the next number should be 7, such that only the difference will be of 2. And the temperature is equal to 0 is used because it control the randomness of the randomness in the output. The temperature should always be ranges from 0 to 1. The maximum token here we used is 100, and normally the token should always be less than 2048. This maximum token should be of sum of completion token plus prompt token. The completion token is a stop token. Top P is equal to 1 is used, which indicates the big pool. If top P is equal to 0, then it will be of a small pool. If the pool is big, then the answer is taken from the wide range of input. Otherwise, it will generate the output from a small database. Then the next one is in grammar correction. In the grammar correction, if I give an input like correct this to a standard English, then if you give an input like cat and dog what doing, it is not of good English. So if I give this input to the system, then it will generate what are the cat and the dog are doing. So the grammar is corrected. In addition to this, it correct the tense, part of speech, spelling, etc.
Yeah, even it works for the paragraphs also.
Yes. Next, as of now, we see we generated an image from the caption, variant of the image, question answering, and the grammar correction. Now we're going to see the code completion. That is generating a code based on the given problem statement. Okay. For example, if I give the input like write the Fibonacci series, write the program for Fibonacci series in C. Then it will write a C program for Fibonacci series. If you want to check that the particular program is correct or correct or wrong, then you can check it in any IDE. Next one. Next is sentiment analysis.
Even can you check with the other language also for the same question?
Okay. Right. The Armstrong number.
Fibonacci number in Python language, like I'm asking.
Okay. In C. In Python. Okay.
Not Armstrong number.
No, Fibonacci. Okay.
I just want to check it out, the same code in different language.
Fibonacci. Okay. See, the OpenAI is capable to write the Fibonacci series in Python language. Okay. As of now the code completion, that is generation of the code from the for the given problem statement is we're going to see the semantic analysis. That is
Sentiment analysis.
Sentiment analysis. Okay, the sentiment analysis. These are all the given input. If I give this input to the OpenAI system, then it will give then it will output the sentiment of the particular sentence. If I give another input, like if I give the smiley, then it will say it is an positive. If I say any neutral sentence like then it is a neutral, because no emotion is studied here, so the output is neutral. If I give smiley, then it is a positive indication. In this sentence you can see that is a hate represents a negative thing, so negative emotion. My cat is adorable, then to heart it, which represents the positive outcome. So the semantic of the particular sentence is positive. Okay, these are all the applications of OpenAI. There are a lot of products are available. In this, we see the applications of 4 product only, as ma'am already told.
Yeah.
Okay, now ma'am will explain explainable AI.
Stop share pannikka. Achitalla. Yeah, as she explained, we'll be having lot of products. We just limited our demo for this particular topics only: question answering, grammar correction, sentiment analysis, and image generation, image and another variant of the image generation. You can use this knowledge to explore further to get a better idea. We just want to convey one information with this. So we'll be having a tools that is doing the sentiment analysis automatically. We'll be having a tools that is doing a question answering part by understanding the human questions also. As I told you, we have drawbacks also. Okay, I just take the questions after some time by explaining another demo also. So explainable AI. So this is another point we just want to make sure of conveying, because I told in the beginning very well about the importance of explainable AI. So I just want to make sure of giving at least one demo from the part of explainable AI. So the advantages, you can able to make transparency and interpretability, and this is prediction. So you can be able to make sure of WH questions. As I told you already, it is very much useful for, and they are using also in autonomous vehicles. And it is creating a trust between the human and machine, because if the machine is giving some output, it is a black box, and human is not having a trust in the machine. So the human can able to understand what is the reason to get the output, then the human can able to trust the machine. So it is enhancing a trust between the human and machine. Okay, so now it is having a higher visibility in the current decision making process is concerned. Okay, I just took this diagram from the Miller. He is the author of this particular diagram, and he has just given this diagram in the year of 2019. So you can see here, what are maybe either it is a machine learning or end user explanation or human computer interaction. So explainable AI is the one which is placing a core part of all these domains. So visual analysis, interactive ML, question answering dialogues. So all this is a sub branch of this intersection only. And he proved this also in his paper, how he derived this diagrammatic representation to convey the importance of explainable AI. So these are the one which works on explainable AI, natural language processing, computer vision, medical imaging, health informatics. Many of the universities also doing a research on explainable AI, especially MIT and Carnegie Mellon and Harvard University are working from 2020 onwards. So these are the use cases. So I just given a link here where you can able to find the concepts for explainable AI along with the examples. And in this one, I just given the paper link. What are the different kind of tools which are available? It is a review paper only. Okay, so which has been published in the year of 2021. Okay, what are the different tools which are available and which supports what kind of data? Okay, if I'm taking the tool Sharp, so Sharp is working for tabular data. So it will be having a only tabular data. Taking the GradCam, okay, so it works on the image data. Okay, if I'm going to take the transformer interpret, it works on the textual data. So it is suitable for natural language processing, it is suitable for data science applications, and it is suitable for image analysis, and it will be having a graph-based data, so you can go for layer-wise relevance. And some of the tools we can work on more than one data type also, so that is also possible. So we'll be having a tool or method name of the explainable AI and the data type which supports, and what is the explanation which is going to provide, okay, and for which application which has been applied, on what data set they have tested it. Okay, all this information has been explained in this particular paper to get more knowledge on explainable AI. For this section is concerned, we're just giving a hint on what is OpenAI, what is explainable AI, just giving a hint about it. Okay, so at the maximum, I just split it and given some of the categories here. Okay, so anyway, the data will be only of 4 different categories. Either it can be image, or it can be categorical value, or it can be text value, or it can be numerical value, or combination of more than one, text and image, or image and data. Okay, like this will be having more than one modality or more than one data type also. So the below link which specifies the corresponding tools which supports for that. Okay, for today's section, we'll be just going to have a demo on GradCam. Okay, that is gradient cam methodology. So I'll be going to have it for the image. Okay. So the demo part is concerned, we'll be having for GradCam. It is a gradient class activation map. Okay. So this is the data set we have taken to run the particular model. So we'll be having a monkey species classification. So it is one of the data set which is available in Gaggle actually. So we'll be having number of training images 1370 and number of validation images 272. And the number of classes is 10 classes. So it is a classification problem, comes under the category of supervised learning. Okay, so I repeat once again. So you'll be having a labeled data set. So therefore, it is a classification problem, comes under the kind of supervised learning category. Okay, now we'll be going to select one algorithm which is opt for the supervised learning. So we'll be using a predefined supervised learning algorithm VGG16. So VGG16, ResNet or predefined models which works for classification with the help of deep neural network structure. So here we'll be using VGG16. Okay, it is a classification on and applies with the help of supervised learning, and it's a predefined model. Okay, using that, we'll be going to create a model, and once the model has been created, we are going to validate the model. Okay, while validating, we are going to give a test image. So for the test image, we'll be going to get any one of this corresponding class. We'll be having totally 10 classes. The test image will belongs to any one of this particular class. So we'll be having 10 different kind of monkey species here. So you have to get the output as any one of the test class. But we have to make sure on what basis the output has been achieved. How the monkey species has been identified, that one. So that we'll be doing with the help of GradCam, that is a gradient class activation map. It works on the basis of heat map generation concept. Okay, I'll just stop it. She will show the demo now.
Good afternoon. Now we're going to say about the monkey species identification using the explainable AI.
So you don't need to run, just show the output alone. It will take time to run it.
So the first one, the first part we're going to do the monkey species classification using the VGG16, and then we're going to visualize the monkey species using the explainable AI. The first, this is I have my dataset in a Colab. I have my dataset in the Colab, so I directly run and take. I have my dataset in the drive, so I directly run it and take it from the drive. In contact drive, my key spaces, I have my training set, validation set, and the label set. So first, I directly inputting the required file from the drive. Then I display that the input, that label, Latin name, common name, train images at the validation images.
Just for testing purpose, whether the data has been retrieved correctly or not.
Yes, just for testing purpose. So the data is completely retrieved. Then we convert our label, that is the common name. This then represents the monkey species name. We converted this name into the label as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that till 9.
So 10 different species.
10 different species. Then we import image. Image by image, we directly by using the data generator, we taking image by image and generated the training model. Now in the training image, there is totally 1096 images, and in the validation there is totally 272 images of different label 0, 1, 6, 4, etc. Now the data is imported. The image size is of the size 224,3, and I fixed the batch size to 16 because the input is around 1500 only images only, so I limited my batch size to 16. This is for data augmentation. Then in the data generation part, we generated our model. We generated our first we resize the image, perform the pre-processing step, and we generate the VGG16 model. Here we can generate the VGG16 model for classification purpose. When we give train DF data generator, inside we give train DF and valid DF contain the training and validation data. If we call this function, it will directly go to here. Inside here, the model is generated. Now the model is generated by using this model. First we perform the classification. The model based at input includes the input to the model, and the output represents the output of the model. Here we didn't use the VG16 just like that. In this we freeze the last two layer, last two layer, and appended with the dropout and dense layer. The number of classes in the dense net includes 10. Then the optimizer, here we used is RMS prop optimizer. This represents the model summary. This is our model summary. Now the model is generated and it is saved as .h5 format. So the model is generated and it is saved in .h5 format. By using this, we going to test our test set. Here, if it generate the model. The generator, I have given 10 epoch. Here you can see I have given 10 epoch. So in the each epoch, I computed accuracy loss, validation loss, and validation accuracy. For better visualization, I plotted that graph, loss graph and the accuracy graph. Then we directly jump into the explainable AI part. Here you can see.
Super, she has explained the way of data pre-processing and data preparation and giving the input to the VGG16 and creating a model. Now she is going to test the model along with a GradCam.
Okay. In the GradCam, if I call the function like show random sample of any given image, then it will call the above function. within this function, the three components are computed. First one is a future map, second one is a heat map, and the third one is a superimposed image. For the future map, first before the future map computation, it compute the activation mapping, that is computing the correct activation layer which gives an output. So it layer by layer it predict the output. Layer by layer it predict the output and given as input to the getCam. In the getCam function, the getCam function is the previous function. In the getCam function, it will generate the future map. Here we fixed the future map to 512. So layer by layer it generate the future map, and the future map is computed based on the loss function. The loss function between this is the predictor label. This is the predictor label, and this prediction represents the prediction at each layer. So the prediction between each layer and the final predictor label, it will compute the loss value. In which layer the activation function has minimum loss value, that activation layer is fixed. Then based on that activation layer, these future map are mapped, and this mapped future map are shown here. Here you can see that this is an input image. This is the future map. These are the color with the yellow color represents the future map. From the future map, some of the features are significant feature. That features are represented in color red to blue. This blue color represents the significant feature. Here in the image you can see there is a two monkey, but in this image only the monkey face is visible. So this feature is alone taken. Here you can see that all the feature is taken, but in this part only the particular this monkey's feature is taken. So this is the class activation map. This class activation map is superimposed on the given image. So the superimposed image is here. For the class label 3, the given class label is 3, and the predictor class label is also 3, and it is computed based on this given image. This is for class label 3. Then for the if I give another image, if I give this input, then it will call the random sample function. The random sample function will call GradeCam function. It will generate the heat map, future map, heat map, and the superimposed image. Here you can see that the texture of this monkey contribute to the answer prediction. So here you can see that these features are extracted, and more importantly the face features contribute more to the answer prediction. So it is highlighted in red color. When we superimpose this image to the given image, then the resultant images are shown here. And then for another example, here you can see it may the explainable AA is used to visualize the output, because as an end user we can't know what particular feature is taken to predict the output. So explainable A helps to describe which particular feature contribute to the answer prediction, but sometimes it gives a wrong answer. For example, you can see that even though this face feature is visible, in class activation function it takes an outer feature only. So the face information is not fully taken. Likewise, first we imported the required packages, and for the training set we generated the model using the VGG16. From the generator model we predicted the possible output, and from the and afterwards we use an explainable AI to validate whether our predictor output is correct or not by explainable AI. Here you used a GradeCam, that is a class gradient class activation function. The gradient class activation function chooses a particular activation function which contribute more to the answer prediction, and generated the required output.
Okay, thank you, Shirin, and thank you for your demonstration. Okay, so hope you might have some idea on what is explainable AI. To simply say, suppose I'll be having a table with more number of objects. Assume my water bottle is there, my mobile is there, my books are there, my laptop is there, my keychains are there, and I'm asking one question related to how many water bottles are there, and it is giving the answer as 2 abdina. So when I'm applying explainable AI GradCam tool, so it has to highlight the 2 water bottles on the table image. That is the purpose of explainable AI. So we have to make sure how the predicted outcome has been generated. So as a human being, like a doctor is speaking to a patient is asking the queries to the doctor, it is not possible to make sure to develop a human-computer interface machine at the earliest. So they'll be giving the outcome as a kind of visualization, or they'll be providing the outcome as a kind of graphical representation. You might have heard about the sharp, lime and all. So that works on the tablet data, and they are giving the outcome as a kind of graphical representation, like a chart, or like the kind of bar graphs like that and all. Okay, so the instance which is going to give away the corresponding predicted outcome, so that will be drawn as a higher one with more values over there. So since it's a kind of image, it is conveying the particular type of the monkey has been identified with the help of the face of the monkey only. That is the one which we want to convey. As I told you, very simple way. Stop share. Very simple way when you'll be having more than one objects in the table. So if the question is specific to one particular object, then we can able to highlight and find objects in the table with a kind of activation map, which is highlighted in some other specific colors. Okay, so same thing we just included in the slide. Okay, I just want to make a hint since the time is nearing. I just want to make a hint on another very useful domain which is very popular nowadays. Yeah, one more important point I forgot to say. This explainable 2A has been introduced by Google Research Lab in the year of 2020. Okay, now still they are progressing. We can check it out. 7 tools are there so far, but still they are working on the increasing the number of tools and improvising the stability of the existing tools. Okay, we will be working on 3 tools with our own interest. GradCam, Sharp and Lime are our concentration. We'll be working on it. And this is another domain, which is the extension of machine learning. Actually, I can say federated learning, which also developed by Google only in the year of 2016. I just want to make a hint on what is the need of federated learning when we'll be having a different kind of machine learning. Okay, so in medical domain is concerned, normally we'll be having one issue. So due to the ethical reasons, the particular hospital or patient are not willing to share the data to the public domain. Okay, to overcome that issue, federated learning architecture has been developed. Okay, in this case, you can able to have multiple hospitals, but they are not going to share the data. Okay, so the central server is the one it's going to create a model. The model is shared to the different hospitals. So the hospital will run the model with their own local data. Okay, so the own local data and the model performance will be improved, and it is again giving back the model to the central server where it got the basic model. Okay, now the central server is going to get the output of all the local server models and rerun it again, and making the efficiency of the model, so you can able to get a global model now, because so this particular model has been run through different local data on different hospitals. So you can able to make a global model now. So after getting a global model, again the global model will be served to all the hospitals. So both the persons will be benefited here, because the hospitals are not sharing the data, but they will be getting a better model now. Okay, at the same time, the central person who is initiating this task, so he is also getting a better model without any data. Okay, he's just creating one basic model and he is giving the model to all the hospitals. So the hospitals is running the model with their own data and just sharing the outcome of the model. So using the outcome, he is influencing the model and making a global model. Again, he is sharing the model. Okay, so without the data itself, the central server is getting a better model. At the same time, by giving the output of the model itself, the hospital itself is also getting a better model. So both ways they are making happy by everyone. Okay, at the same time, they are not sharing the data. That is the very key point here. So without sharing the data, they will be getting a better model. So it can work in either a client server architecture way or decentralized way. So decentralized means there won't be any central server room or any central control. Anyone who just want to initiate the task, they can be the central person now. Okay, so it is a kind of distributed system way. Okay, this is one which is very popular now, and many of the healthcare domain are using the federated learning only now. So at present, federated learning, they are just combining with blockchain technology. So you can search for the papers. We can find many papers in this in the year of 2022. Now only it is booming. It is one of the current upcoming field. Federated learning with blockchain technology. So currently one of our UG students also doing the same project. Okay, we developed a federated learning framework in the last year itself. Now we just want to combine that federated learning with blockchain technology. The reason is federated learning is having the security for not sharing the data, but they are having another issue where the log data will be maintained. That is, who is initiating the model, who has been joining in the particular model development, and who are the next person they want to use the model. So like this, the log information should be stored in a secured way. For that, we can go for the blockchain technology. So you can combine federated learning with blockchain technology. That is one of the very good research domain, which is very active now. So same thing can be applied to any healthcare domain also. I think last time hackathon in the healthcare domain. So federated learning with blockchain only got a first prize in the software edition. Okay, so that is the part we just want to convey. So remaining our just a core interest, we can just go through. These are the very key domains we just want to make sure of introducing for today's section. And next is, okay, if you're interested, you can check these links. We'll be having many challenges in AI and ML and deep learning. So this is a forum actually. ImageClef is a forum. It is one of the international forum. Every year they will launch a task. Generally, they will start the process in the month of October, and the registration will be till the December. Okay, so and the submission will be in the month of May only. Okay, so we can able to find out some good problem statements in this forum. That is another advantage. And one importantly, so even though we'll be getting less rank here, so you will be allowed to publish a paper. That paper will be indexed in the Scopus also. This is for the faculty purpose I'm telling. Okay, so you can participate in the task. Okay, then we can, whatever the rank may be, either we'll be getting 10th rank or 11th rank, whatever may be, up to 15, generally they will used to allow. Okay, so we can able to publish a paper, and the paper will be indexed in the Scopus also. And another advantage, we can able to get the data. Okay, so we'll be struggling to get the medical data. So if you are registering for this task, we can able to get the data and we can use it for our project works and even for the research works also. Okay, some of the problems are very challenging problems. Only 1 or 2 persons can get a solution for the entire 9 months of the period. Okay, so generally we used to take it and try to resolve it in the next upcoming academic years. Sometimes we might have succeeded and sometimes we can't. Okay, so we'll be having a kind of better problem statement here. That's why just given the links, which is currently active now. All the tasks are currently active. Okay, you might have heard about another one, AI crowd. Okay, so they will be launching the challenges related to all AI domain, even including robotics also. Okay, so you can find the robotics, natural language processing, and machine learning, medical imaging, healthcare, everything will be there in this one. Okay, so they will be having a specific period for every task. Okay, we can participate here. But the outcome will be paid in the terms of dollars. So they can allow to use the cloud storage space for this money month, or they can give you some GPU space on this particular cloud for this money month. So like this. So it will be having an advantage for the students. So they can get a cloud space free of cost. And Gaggle. Okay, so Gaggle and all, we can use it for UG and PG projects. And Live Club, it is also a part of ImageClef only. And SEMWAL, okay, it is very specific to natural language generally. Okay, those who are working on text, we can check with this last link. Okay, Live Club, it's having all kind of bird classification, monkeys, there only we took this base part. All this real kind we could be having here. I just added some questions to check your understanding. So I thought we'll be having the students also in this forum. I just added that. Okay. So if any queries, I am ready to take it up. Hope I might have conveyed some key topics of AI, which is in the current research scope also. Any questions? I can stop my share so I can take my questions if you there.
Somebody raised a hand, I think so, ma'am. Halloween is neutral or positive?
I can't wait for Halloween. It's neutral or positive.
Okay, wait, I will check.
That was a wonderful session, ma'am. Thank you so much for both
Yeah.
of you. Any questions?
I think for them it is not possible to ask in chat box. I think so.
Okay, they can post the questions in chat box. If anyone is having doubt, Madam is ready to answer. You cleared everything, I think, so, ma'am. That was
No
a wonderful
issues, yeah.
session. Thank you, and thank you for your research scholar too. All the best for her too. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
invited you, and you invited your research scholar too. That is grateful for us. Thank you so much, ma'am.
So they will also should be given a chance to showcase their work, no?
Of course, that's a
Yeah.
great thing. Thank you so much, ma'am. So we'll get back to you soon. So participants, we have posted the feedback link. Please go through that and fill the form as soon as possible. We'll close the link as soon.
Somebody asked the Halloween is neutral or positive. The Halloween is a festival. Somebody asked in the chat box that Halloween is neutral or positive. I want to answer them.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, Halloween isn't positive. It is a festival only. You know, they like to celebrate the festival. So Halloween is positive. If you want, you can check in the semantic analysis OpenAI. If you type, shall I share my screen again? And
the link மட்டும் post பண்ணி விட்டுரு.
Okay, I will share the link.
It's not possible to run because they need a secret key to run it.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Yeah, we will just wind up. You can wind up, ma'am.
Many of them are asking the content, that means that PPT. If possible, please share it to Ramesh sir. We will get it and.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. So whatever it took now, we'll share it. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Revati, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for all those who listened to our talk. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I have shared the link for semantic analysis. If anyone want to check, then you can use that link.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ready, ma'am.
Ma'am, சொல்லுங்க.
Can you wind up?
Yes.
இப்போ நம்ம feedback link போட்டு